We are back on Taking Care of Business on Koerner Radio, News Talk, 1180, 1230, KGEO, 1410 KERI, now in Albuquerque, New Mexico at 1000 KKIM, and also on the internet at knookmedia.com, serving Richmond, Oakland, and the San Francisco Bay Area. And our guest in studio, one of our favorite guests, Catherine Anspach from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, again, let's talk just for a second about your great event. Coming up.
Evening of Inspiration with Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North.
Good old Ollie North. And that is going to be at the Bakersfield
Country Club. It's newly remodeled.
Okay. And for anybody that wants more information about that particular event, tickets are on sale. The phone number is?
Area code 661-634-9474 or 634-WISH.
Okay. And what's the website?
The website is centralca.wish.org.
Okay. And you can get a table or you can get an executive package where you'll get to go to a VIP reception.
Yeah. And meet him personally, yeah.
Okay. Get an autographed book. That'll be fun. Now, the media gets to go to that, right?
Sure.
How about that, huh?
Unfortunately, I'm booked somewhere else that night.
You are?
I know. I planned on going to this, yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
I know.
Good. I guess I'll have to represent us.
I would hope you would.
What are you going to do, huh? Hey, things are so tough. I hear in China all the rice is underwater. Things are really rough.
So, Catherine, tell me, what has been your favorite wish that you've granted?
I don't really have a favorite wish, but I'm so fond of so many of our wishes and our wish children that, like to come back and help us at events. We have events. We're having a Make-A-Wish night out at the Bakersfield Speedway. I believe it's our 4th year.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, this is another one of our events. And, we have these different classes out there, of the racing classes. And one of the moms out there is pulling the whole thing together and is having auction item, big raffle out there with all these items. And then they'll do the little mini dwarf drivers will do the helmet into the stands.
When's that?
That is May 31st, Saturday, May 31st, Make-A-Wish night at Bakersfield Speedway.
And anyone can go to that?
Anyone can go to that. But what's really great about that is we have a lot of Wish kids and their families that come out for that, and they go along and help with collecting the donations and stuff. And people love to meet the Wish kids. So that I love that when the Wish kids can be involved. So favorite wish, I don't know.
How do you select an individual? Because there's so many people that are looking to get a wish granted. How do you select who you're going to have?
Well, that's you've kind of got turned around because we never turn away a qualified child ever.
Oh, wow.
So as soon as they're referred, and I'll tell you in a second how they're referred, we don't turn the wish away. And we don't wait to have the wish funded before we grant the wish. So that's very important to know. But basically they can be referred by either their doctor, social worker, or the parents, or the wish child themselves. So I think a lot of people, the biggest misconception is that Make-A-Wish is for terminally ill children. Mm-hmm. And although we have and do accommodate those families, it's for children with a life-threatening medical condition because it's all about giving hope and giving them the strength to get through as they go through their illness and they have something to look forward to. So that once that's known, you're making that call out of hope rather than, I'm giving up. And so we're an integral part of a wish child's recovery. Mm-hmm. And many families have told us that was the thing they were looking forward to. So
if there's no money, how do you grant the wish?
Well, Clay, I'm glad you asked that.
Good question.
Let me put on my fundraising hat now. Fundraising, lots of fundraising, lots of people in the community helping us, needing more people to give us donations, monetary donations, their support. If they're part of a large company, getting our foot in the door of a large company can be very, very difficult. They can do fundraisers. I know you've seen them many times for other organizations, and that's what we need too. So we do a lot of fundraising all year long.
We're having a conversation with Catherine Anspach from Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, Catherine, you confused me there a little bit. So
that's easy to do, too.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. So you were saying as far as funding, sometimes you'll grant the wish and then get the funding.
Oh, definitely. We don't wait to.
So you may go out to the community and say, hey, we have this particular wish. This is what we need for it.
Sometimes we do, yes, very much. So we did a car makeover, and we really needed to reach out to the community for that as we went through the steps of having the car painted and having the windows tinted and having new tires and all that. And so, that was a good example of one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, another thing individuals as well as corporations can do, I believe, is donate miles from their that they've earned from their flights.
They do. They can go right onto our website there and donate their frequent flyer miles, and that really helps too because we're sending kids all the time on airplanes to Hawaii, Disney World, all over. So,
what other type of things other than money and airline miles? Are there other things that you'll accept in regard to donations?
They do have a vehicle donation program, but we use an outside source for that. We don't really have the resources for that. But really, time is good. If they put together a fundraiser of their own, is a wonderful way to volunteer or become a volunteer with the local office.
Now, I know we talked earlier about our friend Rockwell, who's up on the mountain, but he did something special for one of your little Wish girls recently, where they had an event out at the fairgrounds, and he brought that little girl up on stage, and they were dancing and singing.
Yeah. She thinks Rockwell's is her boyfriend.
How old is she?
Davey Anna. She's, I think she's almost 5 now. She had her wish a couple years ago, and she's a little doll, Davey Anna. She's quite the little. She loves to get hammered up in front of the camera. She was my poster child one year when we do our donation drive at the firefighters, and so these kids like to come out, and then the media interviews them, and they just think they're little celebrities.
And Rockwell stepped up and sang with her and danced with her.
He's actually done that about 3 times with her, and this time he said, I can't hold her this time because she's just getting a little too big. The last time his arm was about ready to fall off. He had her up on stage. But that's the little Davey Anna, who is doing so great. She survived leukemia and is getting ready to start kindergarten. Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
What's coming up? What's the next wish you're going to be doing?
Well, I get them sent down, because we're a team. You have to think of our chapter as a team. We've got about 5 people up in our chapter office, and I'm down here and with our volunteers. So she'll send them to me, and then I go deliver them. I honestly not sure. It might be a room makeover. I've got a 16-year-old boy that's going to have a room makeover. That might be our next one. And I also have a shopping spree coming up. And I know we have a Disneyland trip coming up and a Disney World. And I take that back. One more that's coming up. We have a boy and his family going to the new Disney resort in Hawaii called the Alani. Mm-hmm.
Now, you normally, just by looking at the numbers, you probably get almost one a week that you grant. We're pretty close.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, it varies. It comes in waves. Mm-hmm. But there's always Wish kids that we're doing wishes for, and then there's always more coming on the list.
Right.
So
now, is Disney World still your biggest venue?
Probably any Disney wish is going to be one of our biggest things that we do because Disney is just everywhere and people.
What about some celebrities? Anybody wanted to meet a particular celebrity recently?
Mm-hmm. Let me think about this because I haven't had as many as I usually do. But nationwide with Make-A-Wish, I think I've told you guys before. John Cena, the wrestler, has granted over 500 wishes for Make-A-Wish. I mean, isn't that amazing the amount of time he's put in? But we've had here with our Wish kids, I've met Matt Damon, they've met Rascal Flatts,
Tom Brady,
the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they don't go together, Brady and the Cowboys, by the way.
No, they don't.
Same breath, it's kind of tough to put
They don't.
Yeah.
The celebrity wishes are exciting. I wish I could go on those, but they'll go to the destination of where the celebrity is, and no one destines to come to Bakersfield to meet anybody, so... then.
Anybody ever want to meet Marty?
I've got a great one. Can I tell you, though?
Yeah.
We do have a little boy that's going to be meeting race car driver Denny Hamlin. And I believe Denny Hamlin's from... Someone told me he's from Bakersfield. Is that right?
I'm not much of a race car person, but I think she's from the area.
The little boy was all set to go back to Kansas, and he had to go back up to Stanford to the hospital. But he's getting better, and we're going to send him to a race up in Sonoma so he gets to meet Denny Hamlin. I'm excited about that.
Isn't it?
He's so excited. This little boy is 4 years old.
So is that one you want to go on?
I'd love to, just because I can't wait to see Elijah's face. He was so excited when we came to visit him the first time. He loves NASCAR. And
I know you had the one in the jail one time, too. That was a pretty interesting event.
Oh, yeah.
You told us about last time. So
yeah, that was a little boy wanted to see his father one last time.
You've had some great visits that kids have had and some great programs. And
Yeah.
I can't think of a greater program to support than Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, it really is wonderful. I mean, getting to meet the different kids, and it's not always the little kids. Sometimes it's the teenage boy or, something that
How about
catches
the
you
dad?
off guard. How the dad?
Like Daddy, Marty.
On that note, we've got a little bit of time left, so tell us about your big event again.
Okay, it's Evening of Inspiration with Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thursday, June 5th, 6:30 at Bakersfield Country Club. You can get tickets by going to centralca.wish.org and clicking on News and Events.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can call 661-634-WISH. 9474. We also have a poker run next weekend out at Bikersfield at 8:30, May 24th. May 31st is Make-A-Wish night at Bakersfield Speedway. And June 13th, Friday, June 13th, they're still looking for teams. We have the Nick Marino Memorial Golf Tournament, and we have a group putting that on. It's at River Lakes, and all those proceeds go to Make-A-Wish, too.
They've asked me not to play. When I hit the ball, people yell incoming.
You're
Catherine?
a busy person.
Yeah.
It's
Well, and
always-
so are the people in this community. Thank you to them.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure having you on. You have an open mic whenever you want to come on.
Thank you so much. I know.
We'll be back in a moment on Taking Care of Business on Koerner Radio News Talk 1180.